my wife, Robin, passed away 3 years ago after a 15-month battle with GBM. So it was obviously a very difficult 15 months, but 15 months where, I dedicated 100% of my being to keeping her alive. But, when she did pass, I was then faced with another challenge, caring, raising two young children. My daughter was 2, my son was 4, so having spent 15 months just focused on my wife, I had the challenge was to essentially reconnect with my children, who were being raised by their grandparents, aunts and uncles. So I had some reprogramming to do. Obviously, they were spoiled and didn't they whatever they asked for they got. So I had a little bit of an uphill battle there. Plus little challenges like potty training a 2-year-old girl isn't the easiest thing. So I had my share of challenges, but I think I'm doing an okay job, so people say. But I guess the thing I'll say is that through all this and prior to my wife passing away, I did seek some counseling, and I had some pretty good advice early on because I was very worried about that conversation, because my wife was very ill and she didn't have much time. And I had an opportunity to meet with a counselor who gave me some pretty good advice up front. And we've heard it's consistent what we've heard today, and that is to just be very honest. Be very honest with your children. When they ask a question, answer it and keep it simple. And don't ramble on, don't elaborate, because in many cases they have a simple question and it just requires maybe a simple answer. And I find that when I were to kind of elaborate or ask them questions, I'd get that question that Gene maybe mentioned before is, Dad, can I get a cookie, or can I go on a bike ride, or so anything that kind of changed the subject. So that was some pretty good advice that I heeded early on, and that even though that sometimes it might make us feel better to talk more and try to engage our children in conversations about it, I think they just want to talk as much as they want to talk about it, and that's basically it. So that's a little bit. One other thing that I don't know if I
go ahead.
should
go
on.
ahead, and then we'll hear everybody's piece, and then we'll let people ask.
Oh, okay.
No, but go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the other thing is, what I found with the children is that it was very good for them to be around other children who had kind of been through the same thing. So through the Brain Tumor Center, the Art is Good program, they had an opportunity to meet with other children who have lost a parent or who had a parent who had a brain tumor. And the first couple times I didn't say anything. I said we were just going to an art workshop, and they kind of figured it out. But they felt, they figured it out pretty quickly. But I know that they had a great time every time they went. They had a connection with these other children, and they could ask them questions if they wanted to or not. So besides the Art is Good, we also did a program with Cancer Care, a trip out to a retreat with the Dude Ranch, and that was a lot of fun. So I guess if you have an opportunity to get involved in some of the programs where your children can have a chance to chat with other kids, or even just be around other kids that are kind of going through the same thing, that helps a great deal.